Thickies, welcome back to Thick Girls Guide, or welcome if you're new here. This is your official guide for all things fashion, lifestyle, and traveling. And in today's video, I am prepping. I know you guys have been hearing about this if you've seen my videos before, but I am prepping for going to Italy. And so I decided to kind of break this up a little bit with the different packing videos. In this video, we're going to be going over what I am packing in my makeup bag for Italy. Probably put way more thought into this than I should have, but whatever. So I feel like it's still going to be a really fun video, so stick around. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join the Thick Girl gang, and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get into it. So for going to Italy, there is so much more preparation for this trip than I think I've had to do in a really long time. I haven't been international in, probably 20 years, maybe longer. I was back in high school. So no, we had our 20-year reunion. Oh God. Okay. So it was longer than that. So probably like 22 years, maybe. I don't know, around there. Okay. It's been a long time. That's what I'm saying. And so international travel, I think, is a whole different bear in and of itself. There's a lot of research that has to go into it with what you can and can't bring, what is, frowned upon in other countries, stuff like that. So I've been trying to kind of break down each area of what I'm packing. So like, okay, what am I bringing for clothing? What am I bringing for toiletries? What am I bringing for makeup? And I do categorize those as separate. So I am a makeup fanatic. So something that maybe I haven't talked about a lot on this channel. When I first started out, if you're an OG thickie, I used to do some kind of like makeup videos, like with the new makeup that comes out. Honestly, that is so much to keep up on, and it's like, it's intense and I don't have the flexibility with my real job to be able to get a new makeup launch out to where it gets enough views to warrant the effort, to be honest. Like, it's very intense. Like, those girls, like, that's their life, and bless them. I watch their videos. I love them, but I can't keep up with that kind of schedule. Okay. We're busy here. Anyway, so I've been going over and over in my mind, like, what kind of makeup I want to bring. What am I really going to use? What looks do I kind of want to go with or be able to create? And while most of the time I'm very like minimal for the most part, when we're going somewhere, when we're traveling, I do like to zhuzh it up a bit. I do like to create kind of more fun or dramatic looks, like the smoky eyes and stuff like that. And so in this trip, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, where are we going? What are we doing? What kind of makeup looks do I want? And then really going back and forth on so many different, mostly the eyeshadow palettes. But I just also wanted to show you guys what my thought process is, what I'm bringing, and also trying to keep it as minimal as possible because we are going internationally, and I don't want to have, like a 75-pound bag that I'm trying to drag around with me, So this is what I've kind of put together thus far and what I think I'm going to pretty much stick with. And then I'm going to show you kind of the alternate thought process, because I am still debating for the eyeshadow palettes between two different ones. So let's dive into the bag. Okay, so first, now this does slightly cross over into toiletries, but I was just thinking, just about the face, So these are my kind of two cleansing face cleansers that I kind of use. So this is by Glam Glow. I know the box is shiny, but this is hands down my favorite cleanser of all time. So I keep one of these in my shower for my face cleanser when I'm just in there, and you can just wash your face. But then like at night, like after, you've been out for the day and whatnot, you need to clean off your makeup. And also, I technically bought these for traveling, but I use them on the regular because they're just so easy and fantastic. So these are the Olay Deeply Purifying 5-in-1 Cleansing Wipes, and it's got makeup remover. It's technically a scrub. There's toner, and then it says a mask and a cleanser. I don't know how this is classified as a mask, so we're going to say that's a little bit of BS. But they work great nonetheless, but they're not a mask at all. So this is 1/4 of a sheet. So I cut these into 4 little squares, so you know, that's much bigger, obviously. All you need is this though. Okay, so they come with 33 of these big sheets. And again, I cut those suckers down into quarters because this could literally wash like 2 faces just by itself. So you absolutely don't need that big, huge sheet that they have. Absolutely loving these. So if I don't want to do like a whole like flinging the water everywhere and cleansing, and yeah, I'm a mess. Okay, the water goes flying everywhere, I swear, guys. So these are so much easier. And then I just kind of like wet a towel and like wipe it all off at the end of the day, and have been absolutely loving these. Also, obviously amazing for travel. So I have a little baggie here of these are going with me as well. And for the liquid cleanser, I will decant that into something smaller. Obviously, I'm not taking this big old bottle with me. The next thing that I am taking is obviously Q-tips. So I got this little kind of container off of Temu. Perfect size for a bunch of Q-tips and great for travel. So I'll link those down below too. But I use the Q-tips to kind of clean up like my makeup area. If I've got like, let's say mascara on, you know, hits the top of your eye look, or it's down below or whatever. Absolutely taking that. The next thing that I've talked about before from Avon, this is a makeup remover. This stuff is amazing. I have never in my life found something better than this. Again, it's from Avon. I will try to find it and link it below. I have been using this stuff for decades, and it gets the makeup off so easily. It's gentle. It's like a moisturizing kind of lotion as well. And so it doesn't take a bunch of scrubbing to get like your eye makeup off. It just removes it so easily. And I've, again, never found a makeup remover that works as well as this one. So I will also be decanting that. I have it in one of those like little pump things already in like one of my travel bags. So I have to dig that out. Okay, and then after washing my face, I will do, right now I'm working on the my eye cream is the Clinique All About Eyes. This stuff is really, really good. This is my current eye cream, but I do have a bunch of different eye creams that I've gotten from like BoxyCharm and stuff like that over the years. So I have quite the stash. So I don't have a favorite eye cream. I just use what the heck I have in my little cabinet there until they're gone, and then I have to buy some. I don't know. Then obviously face moisturizer. What I'm currently using is the Huda Beauty, I think it's like the Honey Balm one. That is almost gone, so I think I'll be out of that by the time I go to Italy. And I just picked up a new face cream, actually from Bath & Body Works. So I'll put a picture of it here. I have tested that out on my arm here to make sure like nothing reacts or anything, but I did like it, kind of like it soaked in very fast. It did feel moisturizing. So I think that's what I'm going to decant and take for this trip. And it's a nice kind of in-between cream. Like it's not a super thick cream like the Huda Honey Balm cream is super, super thick. And this one is a little bit looser, so not like paste, right? So I think that's what I'm going to take for my face cream. Next, onto the makeup brushes that I use. Now, these are definitely not all from one brand. These are across the board. So there's some Morphe brushes, there's some MAC brushes, there's some Bling Cosmetics, there's, I think, Tarte. Like, there's like everything under the sun. But I have found like there's certain ones I always like go for. So my first one, and this is probably my favorite because it's Bling Cosmetics and their freaking brushes, okay? If you haven't like tried these, first of all, I just washed it, so its hair's coming out. So these are, I believe they're natural hair brushes, and who can resist that? Bling, let's be real. So Bling brushes, if you want some pretty ones. They also have different colored ones, like there was like lavender and pink, and then there's black, and this one is kind of the iridescent one. They have just a clear one. So they have all sorts of different options. They have really fantastic quality brushes, guys. So this is kind of my powder brush here. The next one that I also use if I'm doing kind of a powder foundation, which I'll show you in a second, kind of my basic go-to, super, super easy, but it's this, I don't even know the brand of this one. I think it's Bella Pierre, but it's a kabuki brush, right? So very dense, great for like the powder foundations. I had one of these, I think from Marabella at some point, and then I lost it. And so in my BoxyCharm, they sent me another one. I love this thing. So any kind of kabuki brush, they're all pretty much about made the same, okay? Next up is my blush brush. This is the Morphe M106, so kind of fluffy. This is my favorite blush brush that I have. The next one is, this is definitely one of my favorites, but this is a highlighting brush. And this is the Morphe M510. You guys, this thing, it's, again, the best highlighter brush. I've never found one better. It's like the perfect amount. You're able to control it, but it's fluffy enough to like diffuse it so you don't look like you're like, just got like a streak of highlighter on you. So absolutely fantastic. So this one, I kid y'all not, I've had for, I mean, probably like 20 years. This is from MAC. Okay, this is the MAC 224. Who knows if they've changed the numbers. Now, these I believe are natural hair bristles. MAC, they're expensive, but they last forever. And the other one that I have, I don't think this one even has the number on it, but it's more of a kind of like, you can see the difference between the two. So it's much more, it's like longer, a little bit longer and more tapered. So this one is the MAC 232 down here. I was able to get the numbers off of it if I held it in the right light. But as you can see, coming closer, it's a little bit more kind of tapered, a little bit longer, gives you the ability to get into that crease a little bit more. And then this next one is from, this is an OG one. This is was the Tarte Unicorn collection. This little brush is freaking fantastic. I wish they still made this, because this is probably like, this is the cutest like brush set I ever bought in my life. This one is my favorite. I do like quite a few of the other ones. I think it was a set of 5, but this is my favorite for picking up shimmer shades and putting it onto the lid. So fantastic. And then the other one that I bring from that same collection is another blending brush. And again, this one's a little bit smaller than that MAC brush. That's kind of similar to it, but again, gives you really precise ability to put color where you would like it to go. The next one I've got is this is from BH Cosmetics. Now, this little brush, you see how it's like fanned out there? Let me get closer. A little fanned out there. This is fantastic when you're doing a smoky eye and getting up into that lash line and smudging it out. So that's why I'm bringing that one. And then BH is really, really affordable. And then this one also from BH. Now, this is like a silicone applicator. Now, this one is super, super good. It mimics your finger. One thing I hate is sticking my finger into a shimmer and applying it on my eye. It irks the bejesus out of me when influencers do it. I hate it. I don't know why. It gives me the ick. I don't know. So I've always used this type of applicator. There's also one from Huda that is obviously far more expensive. BH has, this is like a couple bucks and it does the same thing. But this, I love how it kind of goes down to the tip there. So it goes down to the tip here so you can get really, really precise up in like the inner corner area. but it applies it just like a finger, so it makes the metallic or like the shimmer more amplified, and then helps with, you know, the fallout of that kind of stuff. Next one I'm bringing is, this is from Benefit, and this is for my brows. If I actually do my brows, though my brows, thank goodness, are dark. I don't really have to do much to them, but every once in a while I do kind of, if I want them a little bit more intense, I'll show you the product in a second, but it's also from Benefit. And so this little brush came with it. And so it's got a spoolie on this end and then the brush on the other end that's angled. This brush is great. And then the last thing that I have now, this one I MacGyvered. So this is a trick from my mom, actually. So back in the day, to kind of calm down your brows or to kind of brush them out, if you use like an old mascara wand that you clean with soap and water and clean all the mascara off it, it's just like a little spoolie kind of thing, right? And so you can use that to kind of like separate out your lashes. If you get a clump of mascara in there, you can use this to get it out so you're not applying the mascara, amplifying the problem, and or brush it. So brush out your little brows if they're getting wild. So these are fantastic. Never go buying one of these. Hold on, there's a hair on it. Never go buy one of these. Just use an old mascara and wash it out. Free, you know, not really free. You already paid for it, but you're getting more use out of it. So I love that thing. Okay, so now moving into the, I would say, the complexion. So I don't ever use foundations anymore, not like real foundations. I just find that they're so cakey. I feel like they amplify any kind of fine lines that I have. And so what I really have been using, so if I want to go really casual and kind of natural, the Too Faced Born This Way complexion powder is what I use. This is the shade Almond, and it is like it's like a powder foundation. This is the color that kind of matches me, has a little mirror up top. And then if you want to use the little spongy thing, it's in there. I do not. I just use the Kabuki brush. So this is a brand new one. I just finished up my previous one, and you know where it gets to the end and then it starts cracking all crazy, and that's what was happening. So just busted out the new one here. So again, absolutely love this stuff. It's so easy. And to kind of prevent it from looking very powdery, what I tend to do is I will put my moisturizer on. I will let it sit there for probably like 5 minutes or so. And so there's still a little bit of like almost like tackiness to it to help kind of hold this down and hold it on. And then you can also do like a setting spray over the top, which helps it to make it not look, it makes it look like skin basically, where it doesn't look like it's all powdery and all of that. I absolutely love this. And then I'll do my blush and my highlight over it. Been using this for years. Again, super fast, super natural, super easy. Absolutely love this. If I want to go a little bit more the foundation type of route, this was sent to me in BoxyCharm, and I ended up buying more of it. So I've almost used all of it here. So again, you just use a tiny bit, but this is the Purlisse Perfect Glow BB Cream. It has SPF 30 in it, oil-free, moisturizing, natural coverage, blah, blah, blah. This is the light color light. I do have, I think, 2 more of these already like on deck. So when I finish this one, it gives you good coverage. It's not a full coverage, obviously. So it is very natural. And then I will apply that with my beauty sponge. So I will apply that with my beauty sponge, which is something I'm also bringing. Again, it gives a very light coverage. It does make it look a little bit more finished. So if you have some blemishes you want to cover up, this is still going to do it. And then I take a light dusting of the powder. So for that, I will use like the powder brush because it doesn't pick up as much as that Kabuki brush will give you a like thick finish of this, where this is much lighter. So I will do that to kind of set it and then finish my makeup from there. So that's why I'm bringing this one. And again, this should be enough for the 2 weeks, because again, I don't use this all the time. Like I'll use this maybe like 2-3 times while I'm there, maybe a little more, but not much. And then for the rest of the complexion stuff that I'm bringing, it is the blush, and then I do highlighter. So I actually don't even really use a bronzer, so I'm not going to be bringing that. But for my complexion palette, this is my Pat McGrath. This was the Divine Blush and Glow Trio Galactic Sun. So it comes with 2 different blushes and then a golden highlight. So love, love, love Pat McGrath. I love this highlight, is stunning. Now I also did recently order, I'm going to throw this picture up here. I ordered the Tarte, it's called the Rose Bar. And then they also have, I think, one called the Berry Bar for a deeper complexion. Both of these palettes look freaking gorgeous. So I did just order this one. I might use that one. Tarte blushes, guys, if you have not tried those, they are freaking fantastic, okay? They are amazing. I don't know, I might use that one, but for now, we're thinking about Pat McGrath here, because I use this thing all the time. For lips, I keep it very simple. I rarely wear lipstick. I might not even bring a lipstick. I am a chapstick girl, so this is my regular actual chapstick. This is my Huda Beauty lip balm, which is fantastic. I don't know if she makes these anymore, but she should, because they're amazing. I have a billion of them because they went on sale. And so I was like, don't tempt me with a good time. And I stocked up on like 10. But anyway, if I bring a lipstick though, I am going to bring my Natasha Denona, and this shade is from the I Need a Nude collection, and this is the 36 MP Almarosa shade, and so that's the shade there. And then let me kind of do a swatch for y'all. So that is the shade. So again, very neutral. Again, because I'm not a huge lipstick person. So I may just actually even leave that one at home. I don't know. For the brows, I have a single product besides that little brush, which is the Benefit Pomade, or Pomade is what they're calling it. So Pomade Brow Pomade. That's a tongue twister. So this is what I use if I'm going to do brows. And this is a number 3 warm light brown. I don't know how light that is, but because it's still pretty dark. So as you can see, I've definitely got some use out of that one. Again, when it dries down, it stays put. It's not going to smear. Like, this is a really good product, and that little thing will last forever. Next, on to the eyes. So the first thing that I am obsessed with is I still call them shade sticks, back from MAC in like the early 2000s, but now a bunch of brands make them. Thank God they're back. I was so freaking excited. I don't know if MAC brought them back out. I'm gonna have to look into that. But this is the Laura Mercier shade stick, and this one is, what color is this? This is called Kiss from a Rose, Q Seal, and this is the caviar stick eye color. So these are, you can use these so many different ways, a couple different ways. Now, the first way is you can just use this as your eyeshadow for the day. So you put it on and then you kind of tap it out. Now this one you do have to kind of touch with your finger, otherwise it'll remove it. So you kind of like, tap it out around and spread it around, and then it stays on all day. It does not crease. And then you can also, back in the day from MAC, I used to have a million of these kind of things. You would use that as like your eye base, right? So they have the paint pots and all that kind of crap, but I used to have the shade sticks and would use that for the eyeshadow base. So it gave it something to kind of adhere to, keeps it on, helps it not to crease, all that good stuff. This one is like a really pretty kind of rosy gold color. Let me see if you can see that there. It's that one there. And you can see there's like shine to it. And then it's really easy to kind of blend out if you want to kind of soften it up. So Laura Mercier makes really good shadow sticks. The other one that I got is, this is kind of more what I would use for a base. And this one I would use as like if I just wanted to wear it as eyeshadow and keep it really super easy and simple. This one is Glow on the Go from Galactic. I think I got this also in a BoxyCharm, but it's kind of more of a champagne color. I'm going to do this in the middle here. Now this one does crease, so I will tell you that right now. But when you put the, yeah, so right there. When you put your eyeshadow on top of it, it doesn't crease that, but it creases by itself. So, but yeah, super pretty neutral shade. So love both of these. Will absolutely be taking both of those. Or my mascara, my tried and true that I love probably the most is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I love the volume that this gives. It helps to lengthen your lashes. I just absolutely love this particular formula. I've tried a million other mascaras and I found some great ones, but I always come back to this one. And so I got a brand new one. They were like half off, and so I got two. I was like, don't tempt me with a good time. For eyeliner, I love the Huda Beauty Life Liner. Now this is dual ended. So on one end you have the pencil liner. This one is fantastic if you're doing a smoky look and going to smoke out the liner. And then the other end is like, hold on, let me hold that up that way. The other end is like a liquid liner. So 2-in-1 little product here. So these are honestly great for travel. You're getting a couple different options. And then for that pencil liner, then you go in and you smoke it out with this little BH brush. Perfect. And also Huda's, it just stays on, right? It's not smearing everywhere. Like it's just, she makes fantastic products, to be honest. But for the makeup, right? So the first thing I was thinking is, because I'm trying to keep it pretty minimal as possible, is I have a ton of these Natasha Denona mini 5-pan palettes. I have a ton of them. I absolutely love these. If you have not tried Natasha Denona, that may be my top favorite brand. It's up there, right? So it's top 1 or 2. These are amazing. And so I was thinking, okay, let maybe do like 3 of these, right? And then I was like, okay, well, those are great for kind of more neutral, subtle looks. But I'm like, what if I want to go more dramatic? Okay. And then I was like, well, I have the gold, palette. So this one is, bringing a little bit more dramatic. I've also got the Zendo one that has a little bit deeper colors. And then I saw, I don't know how I came across it, but on YouTube, I came across the Anastasia, what palette is this? This was the Fall Romance from last year. Oh my God, she is a stunner, okay? First of all. And some of the looks that they created with this one were, you could go a little bit more neutral and natural with it, but you can also bring the drama. And they just, like some of these greens that they use, I was just like, oh my God, so freaking stunning. And then also the kind of these crimson and purpley colors, beautiful as well. So I really was like, I feel like I want to bring that palette to amp it up a little bit, So then I was like, and I also have my other favorite palette from Anastasia, Nouveau. So this is the Anastasia Nouveau palette. And this one is fantastic as well. And this, I was like, okay, this brings in like those kind of basic, more everyday type of looks. And so I was like, them together, Okay, so if I bring both, right, you've got the deep kind of fun dramatic colors, but you've also got the like kind of more natural kind of styles. And so that's what I was kind of leaning towards, rather than the mini palettes. Now the mini palettes, if I were to bring 3 of them, it would take up less room. But my friend Nicole, I think, is going to bring some of the mini palettes. So I'm like, okay, if I come with these, we have even more options, you know? So that's what I think I'm leaning towards. And again, it's only 2 palettes. It's not that bad, okay? So my palettes with the Pat McGrath. So, you know, that's not that bad, I feel like. And we're getting a good array of options. So comment down below what you think I should do. Granted, I'll probably already be on that trip, and I'm leaning towards these 2. These Natasha Denona minis are fantastic, and I absolutely adore them. But I think I'm going with these 2. I think I'm rolling with Anastasia and Pat McGrath this time. Okay, so filming / editing Andrea here. So I had my kind of the stuff that I had ordered come in. So I wanted to show you guys before I finalize this video. Disregard this mess of stuff right behind me. That's just where I'm throwing everything that I'm gonna be packing. So you'll see that in my packing for Italy video. So stay tuned for that. Now, this bag I wanted to call out because I kind of like had it in the intro. This is from Bath & Body Works. So I'll try to link it below if they still have it. This is not the makeup bag I'm going to use on the trip. Originally, I went over this cute one by, I think it's maybe Preite. I think maybe Preet, maybe how you say it. I'm going to send this one back because, okay, if you can see how this like flips up right here, that irks the bejesus out of me. Okay, like I'm really like picky. And then also like we've got these janky like tassel things. So when my little makeup brush holder came in, which is so good. This one, I think the quality is better. The color is so much better as well. You can kind of see it's a slight difference. This is more mauve. This is more baby pink. I'm definitely the more mauve kind of pink fan. But I went and then I checked to see if this brand, which is called Pink Mick, Pinkmik. These will be linked down below. I wanted to see if they had one that size. They did, and I don't know how I missed it the first time because I would have canceled that because I want them to all be the same color. So this is the other one, and as you can see, like it's not flipping up all weird right here. The tassels are not flipped out all janky. It's the exact same size, I believe. Yeah, they're the exact same size. So again, just I wanted them to match. So that one will be going back. These are being kept, and this is what I'm going to use for packing my makeup, and then the makeup brushes and mascaras and all the kind of longer items here in this. So I'll show that in a second once I pack it. The other thing I wanted to show you is I kind of put a picture up on screen about it, but it came in. So this is the Tarte, I don't know, it's super reflective, so I don't know if you could see that, but this is the Tarte complexion palette with the blushes and the highlighter, and oh my god, you guys, it's more beautiful in person. It truly is. So here, so it's not blinding you with the light there. There we go, so it's not trying to focus on my face. But yeah, these are stunning. I'm going to take this one instead of my Pat McGrath one. And the only other thing, I mean, technically it's not makeup related, but they are kind of fragrance related. So back in the day, like a couple years ago, I had gotten these like really cool little, what are they called? Atomizer? Whatever. The perfume spray things. And so they were very, very small, but you could put them on the top of like your perfume and then like transfer the perfume into that small container. I've lost those. They were tiny. I don't know where the heck they went. I had given a couple away and used a couple, and then I don't know where they are. So I ordered different ones. So these are honestly a lot better, to be honest. So these ones come in a pack of 4. So I've got the kind of gold, silver, pink, and then all the little things to fill them with, all the little tools. And then this is the bottle. So this is already larger than the other ones that I had. I'll put a picture of these other ones. These are good. They're just too small for me. They don't hold enough. Like it was just like itty bitty amount. And so it pops back in here, and then you twist it up and down, and then spray, spray, spray. So I thought these were better. They definitely are more aesthetically pleasing as well. All right, so this one actually is a little bit bigger than that other one because that other one was tight. So this one is a little bit bigger. So it fits everything. Now, the only one my brush one wouldn't hold is the bling brush. This one is a bit longer than a standard brush. Fits perfectly in here. So everything fits in there. I still have a little bit of room if I wanted to toss anything else in there. And then this is the brush case. So again, all the brushes and mascara, eyeliners, shade sticks, all that kind of stuff fits in here except that bling brush, which again is long, pretty long of a brush. So yeah, so loving that, feeling super organized with the makeup bags. But that is my plan. These are the products that I use probably the most majority of the time for makeup and my face and all that kind of stuff. So again, I'm trying not to overthink it and be like, but I need this and I need this and what about that and maybe this. So yeah, these are my tried and true products. I will link as many as I can down below if you are interested. Comment down below, like, what would you bring on a trip for your makeup? Is this too much or is it not enough? I mean, I don't know. But either way, I think I'll be fine with either way that I go, whether it's the Natasha Denona or the Anastasia. Overall, thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in to my crazy thought process about my makeup bag. Again, probably overthinking it, but that's what we do here, especially when you're a makeup fanatic. Anyway, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join the Thick Girl Gang, and give this video a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.